like land-wise, it's not covering a huge area. I think the farthest area is about a 3-hour train ride from the farthest, area over to the mission home, from like one side to the other. And so it's not like huge, but there's a ton of people there. And it depends on where you go, because in some places there's like no one until you get to the train station, and then there's like tons and tons of people there. Most of the people there are Buddhist, or they'll at least say that they're Buddhist. if if they're not really doing anything else, then they'll usually just say that. But no, a lot of people are Buddhist, and then you have a few other people, very small number, who are Shinto, and some are Mushukyo, or no religion, as they say. And there's, some other scattered ones. There are some Christian churches, but there's not as much. And so a lot of people don't actually have a whole lot of understanding about, Jesus Christ. And so when you start teaching them about Jesus Christ, oftentimes it's new for them. The extent of their knowledge is basically he was an important religious person and he died on the cross. And that's about what they get. And then there's some things that are significant to the Tokyo South Mission. I think the mission in Japan originally started and was dedicated in Yamato, Japan. And that one is within our mission. It's one of the areas there. And so there's a ton of church history there about how the missions, first started. How missionary work first started in Japan. It started there in the Tokyo South Mission, or what's now the Tokyo South Mission. And let's see, there's lots of other, really cool areas that we have in Japan, but that's the biggest one that I can think of as far as the, church historical significance. Most of the churches in Japan are wards. I think there was one branch in Orawara when I was there, and then pretty much everywhere else has been a ward. And then I think with Japan, it's interesting because whenever, expanding is really strange because, in most places, like, as far as I understand, when a ward gets big enough and it splits, then it's able to form a couple wards, and then, it's easier and the people actually end up getting closer together because there's not as many people. But in Japan, it's kind of the reverse. Whenever you start a new ward, your attendance drops significantly because with Japan, they like to know everyone that's there, and when they don't know any of the other people, then they're naturally very shy and it's uncomfortable for them, so you lose some people, and so it's very hard to kind of split off into multiple wards sometimes. And usually, most of the time, except in a few of the bigger areas, you'll have one ward in one area, and then you just go to that one ward. My mission started July 2012 and ended August 2014. Let's see, I served in Takao, Orawara, Sagamihara, Hibarigaoka, Kichijoji, and Kawasaki.